Hey, what's up, guys? Eli Fishman here, back with another interview, and today I'm very glad to be joined by Toronto Blue Jays pitcher Anthony Bass. Anthony, thank you so much for coming on today.
I'd be here, Eli. Unfortunately, I wish I could be playing baseball right now, but glad everyone's doing well and people are getting better.
What's your situation, at home? Do you have, weights? Do you have a plyo wall or a bullpen or mound? What's the situation?
Went online, bought a net to throw into, bought a portable pitching mound from Players' Choice Mounds, and then in my garage I have a setup. As you can see right here, I've got a pull-up bar. I got some free weights, weighted vest. I got my bands, TRX. So I kind of have like a little garage gym that allows me to stay in shape during this time.
What are you missing the most right now about professional baseball and Major League Baseball?
Competing. That's what we all miss. Getting on the mound and pitching in high-pressure situations. There's nothing that compares to that. So I'm excited to get back to that here soon.
There's a ton of rumors going around of the 80-game season, then there will be no minor league season, and then the expanded rosters. What's your opinion on, all the rumors going around, and is there anything in specific that you're hoping to happen?
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors going around right now, and we're told from the union not to pay any mind to those rumors because it's not 100% accurate. I know that the union and the owners of Major League Baseball, they're in negotiations right now. And I get it. I know there's going to be a shortened season. The players, we understand that. We're all really excited to get back as long as, our families, ourselves, staff, personnel, fans are all taken care of. Our health and safety is priority one.
So if you're not 100% confident, and they say they want you guys to come down to Arizona, what's going to happen, do you think?
I think we need to come to an agreement as a union before we make that decision. Players are going to be very opinionated as far as how this is going to move, and we stay together. We're unified, so whatever the union decides, we're going to follow suit.
Does this break of baseball come a little tougher to you because you're coming off an amazing season as one of the top arms in the Mariners bullpen?
Yeah, I wanted to keep the ball rolling. Had a good season last year, and I was excited to feed off of that and build off of that and really come to Toronto and help the team basically get in a position to make a run and surprise a lot of people. And I still think we can do that.
I always hear Rogers Center as one of those top, loudest, best ballparks. So how excited were you and still are you to get to pitch there, for the Blue Jays?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Having a whole country backing us is going to be awesome. I'm excited for that experience. I was able to witness a little bit of that excitement and energy in 2015 when the Blue Jays beat us. I was with the Texas Rangers at the time there in the ALDS when Bautista hit that home run. So that's the loudest atmosphere game I've ever been a part of in my life. The person next to me, we couldn't hold a conversation. It was so loud, and the building felt like it was about to take off.
Yeah, I just remember that shot of Ryan Goins rounding third, and then you can barely tell who it is, how shaky the camera was and how the building was absolutely shaking.
So that means it was awesome. I mean, not to be on the losing side of it, but I'm excited to be a part of that.
In the MLB, there comes so much with playing at that level. You have the amazing clubhouses and, the clubhouse guys who will go basically like your servants a little bit. And then you have the fans and then the autographs. For you, what's been your favorite part about playing in Major League Baseball?
I love to travel. So being able to see all the different parts of the country has been a blessing. Not a lot of people get to do that and have that opportunity. Found out places in the country that I absolutely love, like San Diego and San Francisco and Seattle. I love the West Coast. Without baseball, I don't know if I would have had the opportunity to really enjoy those cities and get to explore. So that's my favorite part of being a Major League Baseball player.
Now, for you, in 2016, you went over to Japan and you played for the Ham Fighters. Talking about that, was it? I've heard a lot of guys say it's like a culture shock because you stand out there and everybody's swarming you, and most people know that you're a baseball player.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Um, we won the championship. I got to play with Shohei Ohtani. He basically helped us win the championship. He's an incredible person and obviously an incredible baseball player. But yeah, you're like a celebrity in Japan. A lot of the people there are shorter than us. Being at 6'2", I'm taller and I have a beard, and they don't have beards and they're not tall, so we definitely stand out. One of my teammates, he really got pointed out quite a bit because he was 6'7" or 6'8". So I mean, he was, a full, waist up higher than everyone else in the subway. So everyone would just look up at him, and they knew that we were athletes, and it was cool. The people there were super friendly. The country is very clean. It's very safe. I definitely recommend everyone go and at least catch a professional baseball game in Japan because it's a lot different than the States.
For you, I know you've had some tough injuries, and then you've also been demoted and released, which comes with playing professional baseball because it's a business. For you, what's been the biggest piece of adversity that you've overcome?
Not being able to perform at the highest level. It's frustrating. And I think really learning in Japan and really gaining confidence in my ability and having success over there and knowing I can get out the best players in the world in Japan out. Like I can do it. I took that mentality when I came back, and I understand how hard hitting is in talking to the position players. And they tell me, like even a great hitter is going to get out 7 out of 10 times. That's an all-star player. So I take that and I use that to be aggressive in the strike zone. I know I have the skills and I have the stuff to play in Major League Baseball. Now it's between the ears. And when I went out to the mound and I started getting the best players in the world out, I fed off of it and I fed off of it. And it allowed me to really refine my skill set and figure out, all right, what are the hitters hitting? What are they not hitting? And with the technology today, I can really figure that out. And it's really allowed me to get to that next level and allowed me to stick in the major leagues.
Now, we were talking about some of the amenities that come with playing in Major League Baseball, and one of that is you get to meet a lot of celebrities. Is there any celebrity who you were starstruck by, or do you have any stories about maybe meeting your childhood favorite player or anything like that?
Yeah, so in 2014, I was in AAA with the Houston Astros in Oklahoma City. And my all-time favorite player growing up as a kid is Cal Ripken Jr. And I was told the night before that he was coming to the game the next night and he was going to throw out the first pitch. And the clubhouse manager knew that I was a fan of his, so he came up to me and he asked me if I'd like to catch his first pitch. And obviously I'm ecstatic. So I ended up running out to a Dick's Sporting Goods the next day and grabbing or buying a Major League Baseball in a case so that he could sign it for me. So I threw it in my back pocket and I went out the next night, and he walks in the dugout and he asked, "Can someone warm me up?" And I'm like, "Hey, well, I can warm you up." So we played catch in front of the dugout before his first pitch. And the coolest thing about Cal was that he asked why I was in the bullpen, because that was the first really year where I'd moved from starting to relieving full time. And it was really cool because I was like, wow, he knows like that I used to be a starting pitcher with the San Diego Padres, and now that I'm a reliever, and he was curious why that happened. So just how big time of a person he is and how well known he is to know a little bit about me. And I'm, at the time a AAA relief pitcher. And I thought that was really cool that he knew who I was.
Now, from watching you pitch, I've always compared you to, a Tim Lincecum, James Shields type of guy, where you kind of hide the ball for a little bit and then have that big, leg swing. Is there any pitcher, was it Lincecum, who you kind of modeled that after?
Yeah, that's interesting you say that. because in college, I remember watching Lincecum make his debut with the Giants, and I watched his mechanics, and I was like, all right, I know I'm bigger than he is physically, and he's throwing a ball 100 miles an hour, close to it. I'm like, how is he able to do it and I'm not? So I started kind of messing with my delivery and adding a coil to it and really letting the ball go. And I did that in summer ball in 2007, and it clicked. I went from throwing right around 90 miles an hour to throwing in the mid 90s by just tweaking my delivery. And I did that because I saw Lincecum pitch for the Giants in 2007.
Who's the hardest hitter you've had to face, with as much time in the MLB as I'm sure you faced plenty of Hall of Famers and some of the best players of all time.
I mean, Mike Trout's the best hitter I've faced. He's got my number. I think I've faced him 12 or 13 times in the big leagues, and he's hit 3 home runs off of me. I think his batting average is like 450 or 460 off me. So he's a tough one. There's a reason why he's who he is. I try to mix it up with him, and I look back at what he hit against me, and he makes adjustments. He knows what I'm trying to do, and he's such a talented athlete that you kind of hope that he gets himself out.
Now, if you were to be MLB Commissioner for one day, what would you do to the game? You could do as many changes as you would like. What would you do?
Oh, man, changes. If I could change anything about the game, to be honest with you, I think that 162 game season is very long, and I think it should be condensed. I know that that'll probably never happen, but just from the player standpoint and how much a toll that season takes on us, and then that's not even factoring 20 spring training games and then the playoffs. We're playing over 200 games in a year. So if you could bump down from 162 to I know in Japan we played a 144 game season. We had every Monday off, and that was awesome. So something like that would be really cool.
What's one lesson that you've taken away from your baseball career? Is there anything that you've picked up that you carry with you as a person?
Yeah, accountability first and foremost. No one's going to feel sorry for you, no matter how good, how bad you're doing. It's really on you to make the adjustments. Also, I've had a lot of teammates that have really helped me grow as well as a person dealing with adversity. So in this game, you deal with a lot of it. It's a game of failure. So I've definitely carried that with me.
All right, man. Thank you so much for coming on today. Really, really appreciate it. And best of luck to you.
Thanks, Eli. Appreciate it.